Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marches here with your outlook for January 10th, 2018. You have to bear with me. I'm getting a little bit of a cold here, so this is now my third take of this video. Hopefully I can make it through without coughing again. Hey, it's going around. We will have another partly cloudy day today, and not quite as warm as yesterday. It was very mild yesterday, so many areas got into the 40s. I do think you're a few degrees cooler than that today, but not by much. It's still above freezing. Still a partly cloudy day today, and tonight might have a little more of an increase in clouds this evening. That's because you're going to have a warm front moving through the region during the evening hours, and you can't really see it here, but there is a warm front here that's moving up northward. All this is going to do is increase the clouds during the evening, and then that will thin out and will become partly cloudy once the front clears to the north. But we'll also keep temperatures from dropping too far tonight, so I don't think we really drop off too much. Probably get down to around freezing or thereabout on either side of freezing from north to south. So it does cap the amount of how far the temperatures will drop overnight. So then we'll be in the warm sector once this front is off to the north, up to our north here, across New York State. And then we turn our attention to the south as we have a first wave. There's actually two waves coming through. One's going to be coming in Thursday night, probably after midnight for most areas, going into Friday morning. And you can see that right here. There's another wave that's the more important one, which is down here. That's the more potent of the two. So this wave brings showers out ahead of it. I don't think this is alert-worthy stuff here, probably ½ inch or less, and that's going to be into Friday morning. It should end. And then we get into the afternoon hours. You might see a little bit of a break here. I do think you see a break in the action between round 1 and round 2. Here's round 2, and this is a pretty strong low that's moving up the spine of the Appalachians. Now, there's still some arguments out there whether this goes west of the Appalachians or just east of it. I will tell you in either scenario, it doesn't matter for our area, whether it goes east or west of it. Yes, it is true that lows do not typically like to track over the spine of the Appalachians. They usually like to pick a side, one side or the other. But even on the eastern side, we're still rain here. Okay, so don't get the idea that we're getting this big snow and ice event like I've been reading all over Twitter today. It's just unbelievably some of the things I read. But and from some people I respect too, which is kind of strange. But we have this area low pressure that's going to be in southern or southwest central Pennsylvania, and it's going to make a beeline up in this direction toward the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton area, we think. Now this is the GFS taking the track west of the Appalachians. Is going to jump it to the east side of the Appalachians in the next frame, which is plausible. That could happen. It can jump over. All right, it's going to have to eventually jump over anyway. This is not like this is not a wall where it can't jump over or penetrate. It's not impossible for it to do that. But we do go to the next frame here. So you can see this is all green, so it's rain. All the heavy snow is back here. And then next frame, it jumps up to near Wilkes-Barre-Scranton area. So all the heavy snow, ice, and all that stuff is in northwestern Pennsylvania up here through the western parts of New York State, upper New York, and northern New England. I think that's where your snow event is going to be. We should just be rain. And then going to the next frame here, this is Saturday afternoon. Now this is still trending that it's going to be dry in the afternoon. So the Eagles game here, the home playoff game against the Atlanta Falcons, should go off without any precipitation worries. Okay, should start off, the game starts at 4:35, so around that time should still be kind of hanging around 40 or so, but the temperature's going to be dropping throughout the game. It's getting dark anyway, it should be dropping, right? But we'll have, the wind should not be too much of a factor. It could be a little breezy at first, but we think that dies down, and the game should not have any weather-related issues. So here is Saturday evening. You can see the isobars are further apart here, so any breezy conditions maybe early on will diminish by the second half anyway. So it should be dry for the game down here. This system continues up in New England. Now, I want to take a different perspective. People say, well, you're using the GFS. Okay, well, here's the European model. Does the same thing Thursday night and Friday morning. Here's that first wave coming through, okay, and brings those showers. You do get a break in between. You can see that here. This is Friday afternoon. Here comes number 2 loading up and ready to come up the spine of the Appalachians, just like the GFS has it. The Canadian, by the way, is very similar to this. Continues on into southwestern Pennsylvania, south central Pennsylvania, maybe a tick east of the GFS, but it doesn't really matter for her. We are on the warm side of this and rain for the entire coverage area. And then it skips up just north of Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, similar to the GFS. Okay, so this is a rainstorm. Same thing here, and for the evening for the Euro, it also shuts off the precipitation for the game, so no issues down there. And actually, both these models are shutting it off early enough that I think any of you go down for early tailgating, which is a must anyway if you're going to the game. You should be mostly dry for that game, maybe early on, depending on how early you get there. It could be running into leftover lingering shower, but after that you should be okay. Improving conditions after that point. And as this continues up into New England, The winds start to die down in the evening. Here's a total precipitation estimate. This is just a preliminary. This is total for both waves. Wave 1, Thursday night and Friday morning, and Wave 2, Friday night into Saturday morning. Okay, general 1 to 1.5 inches locally higher. Okay, and that's total for both events. This is what we're looking at in rain. We're not looking at snow. Can it trend toward a snow event in our area? Well, no, it can't. I know there's some speculating that maybe it can, it's going to continue to shift southeast, and that is possible. Okay? It can track for more like this over these. That would be the extreme solution, which could get some of this icing down here into north-central Pennsylvania and parts of northeastern Pennsylvania. We will watch those areas still. We're not writing that area off or anything. Those areas could see some icing at the end here. Icing, not snow. So we're going to watch these areas. Again, parts of those mountains of central Pennsylvania all the way up into parts of northeastern Pennsylvania. And that's going to be for this system on Friday night and a Saturday. Okay. Going beyond this, we're going to have a colder push of air coming in here for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And it should be dry Sunday and Monday. Then we have this little weak system coming in from the west. It doesn't look like much here. But there are a few models suggesting there could be some light snow showers with this. We do have that in the forecast for Tuesday. That would be Tuesday into Tuesday night. And you can see might be some light accumulating snow with that if this holds. But this is now looking at day 7. So devil's in the details at this point. There is a chance for snow showers we have listed right now. We're just going to leave it at that. Do have support of this with the European model as well. So we'll keep a close eye on this. But your next chance of snow showers or light snow would be in that Tuesday night into Wednesday time frame of next week. I'm Eastern PA with Authority Meteorologist Bobby Marchich. That is your outlook for January 10th, 2018. Have a great Wednesday.